Beautiful morning. We've just woken up from our first night sleeping at Big Ben, and we're just walking back. We've left all our backpacks and all that, our big packs back at our tent, and we're now just going down for a walk up a gorge. I can't quite remember the name of it, but I'll let you know when I get there. So beautiful morning, clear blue sky, the sun on these big rock walls of the gorge just looks spectacular. The colour and it's just beautiful. Red and white colours on that side, on the left side over here, just a real beautiful orange, probably ochre colour. And I was filming all of the water crossings, but just become too many of them. Here's crossing number 16 we're going back to, and so I thought if I videoed every crossing, we'd have to have a separate video just for water crossings. So anyway, the red cliffs up there are just stunning. And then over to here, a more milky whitey colour. That's beautiful. So we're just coming back now to, I think, the start of the gorge we're going to go up today. The gorge we're about to go up is, if you've ever seen any pictures or videos of Canarvon Gorge, there's a gorge that's really, really narrow, and the walls, you're walking almost like a little crack through the gorge. It's that narrow. Well, that's the gorge we're about to go up. So should be fun. It's one of the places here at Canarvon that I really wanted to make sure I went to. Another thing I should say, if you don't like rocks, you shouldn't come to Canarvon, because in amongst the gorges there's creeks and there's pits of rock like this everywhere. It's pretty amazing. So this is the gorge we're about to go up. It's up here. So this gorge here we're about to go into is the way you go if you're doing the 5-day Great Walk here at Canarvon. Day one, you leave the car park, you stay at Big Bend where we were last night. Day two, you head up this gorge. When you get up near the end of it, you actually have to start climbing up the side of a mountain to get up onto the top, and away you go from there. They say the climb up is pretty tough, especially if you've got a full backpack on, because the Great Walk goes for 4 or 5 days. So it's a lot of weight to be dragging up the side of a mountain. Wow, already I gotta say, wow, look at this, a beautiful Australian cabbage palm sitting there. There's heaps of them through here, the cabbage palms. Beautiful. So when you're walking up through here, you want to make sure you got yourself some good ankle support hiking boots. And if you weren't filming, probably a pair of walking sticks, hiking poles. I've got a pair, but I've got to hold both in one hand at the moment because I'm holding the video on the other. Wow. Well, well, well. I say that a lot here in Canarvon. Well, well, well. I've got a little pygmy behind me singing out cooey. Wow. All this side of the big rock face here, all covered in moss, beautiful. If you look up, you've got lots of beautiful ferns hanging off the cliff. Stunning. Yeah, the moss there is beautiful. And it's all bracken fern above it by the looks of it. And up on the cliff there we've got a big clump of orchids, beautiful. Look at the king orchids. Wow. Beautiful moss all the way up the side of this big rock face. It's amazing, this gets so narrow and so big. I don't know how this was formed. Was it formed through water, or was it like a lava tube or something from a volcano? I have no idea. I'll have to research it when I get home. It's quite dark in here. Of course, the walls of this will probably, the walls are probably 2 meters wide here. At the point here. It'll be close to just 2 meters, it's that narrow. And these cliffs go up probably 200 feet, way up. Amazing. Always just want to look up, but I've got to watch where I'm walking too. It's covered in rocks.
On this one here.
Yeah.
Look at all those ferns up there.
It's opening up a bit more in here now. There's a bit more light coming in. Amazing how tall this is. This video is probably not giving you an idea of how high these rock walls are. At least a couple of 100 feet. At least. Yep. Amazing, some of these cliffs are just all covered in moss. The ferns growing out and trees growing in the little cracks. And a couple of really nice tree ferns. Just here, one there, one coming up here. And it's amazing, some of these trees just growing out of the side of rocks. Anywhere they can find a little bit of dirt. Whoops. No. Amazing. All the moss, just beautiful. Over here we've got white and yellowy, or orangey rock. It's stunning. Beautiful maidenhair fern. There's heaps of it growing in here. It's beautiful. And just some of the rocks. I could spend half the day here just looking at rocks. Some of the colours and shapes and, you know, holy ones like that. Striped rocks like that. A lot of these rocks are sandstone. I think there's some granite in here. I don't know what the other rock varieties are. I'm not a geologist, so. Wow. For your plant lovers, this big clump of elkhorn sitting up on that rock there. Hope you can see that. And the moss, well, that goes without saying. Look at the moss in here. It's stunning. It's another little gorge, a tight gorge. Goes up into, you won't be able to climb up into it, but it's once again just all the rock is just covered in moss. Stunning. Yeah, you could probably climb your way up through there, but if I was 40 years younger I probably would, and I ain't going there today. These gorges all the way through here, like you've got side cliffs going off everywhere. It's a real maze. I suppose looking at it from the air, you would get a bit of a better picture of the whole jigsaw puzzle of all these gorges and that run through the greater Canarvon Gorge area. It's I would have loved to have brought my drone in here and flown it up above everything to check it all out, but unfortunately drones are prohibited in this national park. No excuse, heavy fines if you bring them in. Coming into the gorge in a lot of areas, it's just there's signs everywhere, no drones allowed, severe penalties. So right now we're not going to go any further up the gorge. Right now we're at the point where the people that do the Great Walk, the 5-day walk, they actually get out of the gorge and they climb up this big cliff here. Right up through all those rocks, and that takes you up. Yeah, here's the markers. So, and you'd go up all the way up through there. It's probably not as bad as it looks. There's some good stepping points there. And I just noticed this big rock over here. They've literally cut footholes in it to climb up, which you would want if you're carrying a full backpack. So you climb up through there, you get to the top, and then you're on a more flat walking trail, and that's where you start you know, the extra days in the Great Walk. And from what I heard up on the top there, and there's some grassy plain areas, there's often lots of emus and things, so every place around here's got something interesting to look at. So I think we'll leave this gorge walk right here, where the Great Walk continues up through that mountain there, and we'll just head back to our camp. We're staying again at Big Bend again tonight, so we thought we'd just stay there for 2 days and do some side little walks like this one. And so anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this gorge. As I said, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put the name at the start of the video. I'll just tag it into the bottom of the video so you'll know the gorge we're in. It's, if you're ever coming here, if you come up the Canarvon Gorge main trail, just before you get to Big Bend camp area, you'll see it turns off to the left. So it's well worth coming up this gorge because it's absolutely stunning and spectacular, and I hope my video has captured at least a little bit of that. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in more videos. Happy trails, bye!